What's up, guys? Brand new video. I feel like a zombie, but you gotta go through the motions, baby. 5:30 a.m. I definitely need this. Oh, I'm out of coffee. I'm all out, so I'm gonna use her thing. It's like it never stops, right? You just gotta keep future. But I don't want to live there. Alright guys, let's get this day going. Let's freaking go.
Good morning, what can we get started for you?
Hi, can I have a grande pike place with cream and 3 stevia?
Got a grande pie with cream.
Yes, and 3 stevia, please.
3 stevia, anything else?
And a cup of water, and that's all.
Alright, it's gonna be 316. See you up here.
Thank you.
Let's go, guys. New day. Back on the streets. I gotta clear my throat. You know, some days you just wake up, you get that scratchy feeling, that tiredness. That's what I got today. It's one of those days. I think it feels like every other day is one of those days. Or at least that's what I say. So today I got to do squats because I didn't do squats yesterday because I had to leave the gym because of a family thing. So, well, I didn't even get to the gym, but the day before I was going to do squats, and I took the easy route and I did arms. So today is squats. Yesterday I drank the Monster saying I was going to do squats. I never even did them. So the person at Starbucks in front of me paid for my thing, so I said I'll pay for the one behind me, and she said, man, it's been going a while. She said like it's like 10 cars, people have been doing it. It's kind of cool. There's the car. What do you guys think? Porsche Carrera. Somebody left a comment. They said, can you do a walk around and kind of explain all the mods you did and what you think the cost was? So I'll go ahead and do that. First off, shout out to everybody watching. Man, I'm so thankful for you guys. I can't believe we've hit the amount of subs we have with my cheesy videos filming with my cell phone. I got the coffee. I almost spilled it on myself already. And if you guys have watched the channel for a little while, you know I like to invest in quantum stocks. I'm going to throw the names out there if you guys are interested in checking them out. And this isn't financial advice. I like Rigetti Computing, I like D-Wave, I like IonQ, and I like Quantum Computing Incorporated. To be dead honest, I don't know of any real other like small cap or micro cap on the NASDAQ, or I mean New York Stock Exchange, quantum stocks. If you guys know of any, drop me a comment because I'd like to check them out before these things pop off. Because IonQ has popped off, Rigetti's popping off, D-Wave's popping off, and quantum computing's popping off. I also like cryptocurrency. I invest in Bitcoin, and this isn't financial advice, but I was also really big into real estate. So I bought like single family houses. I'm 40 years old and I don't have a college degree. I'm just giving you guys a little background if you're new to the channel, because I've got a lot of little videos and I've mentioned these things sometimes like later in the videos. But I never went to college. I went to community college for like a year, but I needed like 10 different math classes just to get to the math class that mattered. So I left. I went to Lincoln Tech and became a diesel mechanic. And I was a diesel mechanic for 20 years in Washington, D.C. Almost 20. I'm exaggerating. 14 years. From 2004 to 2016, I was a diesel mechanic. So I am definitely exaggerating on the years. But so I guess what's that? 12 years? So yeah, 12 years I was a diesel mechanic. I've been telling everybody 20 years for like 10 years. I was always hustling, you know. Even in high school, I was making shirts for our skateboard thing called Irish Skateboards and stickers. I was putting them on stop signs and stuff. But I had a computer repair thing I tried to do. I tried to fix windshields. I tried everything, you know. And eventually I landed on selling products. It started with a t-shirt. thing. And then I ended up getting into like jewelry and stuff, and I started doing farmers markets around Baltimore where I lived. And then at the time, that was around 2013, Facebook ads had just started in 2012, and I just hyper learned them, like in my basement with my computer. I learned AdWords, I learned Facebook ads, and I just started building websites. And well, I had 2 different brands, but I started a website and built a brand over all these years, and just provided a good product with good customer service. And I learned everything I could about systems and processes and marketing and nurturing your customer and retention. And I just learned all this stuff. And I'll be dead honest with you guys, I've never even freaking read a book. I think I've read like 1 book in my whole life, and that was like mandatory in school. I just listen to audiobooks like when I'm driving. But most of the stuff I learned was from YouTube. So there's a difference between schooling and education, I think. So, you can go through and connect the dots and follow the rules and do everything you're supposed to do. You can also self-educate and hyper-learn. You can learn 10 times faster than the person that's going to college and learning marketing. Maybe by the time they get out of school, the marketing tactics that they're learning from their 60-year-old professor don't even matter anymore, because now we do like QVC-ification of commerce. Like maybe now they're selling live on TikTok, and the girl's freaking hanging upside down from a rope, and the guy was teaching you that you need to send mailers out or something. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, there's no rules to this stuff, so anything you guys want to do, with the internet, you can. Perfect example is this channel. That's why I made this channel, just to show like you don't need to get fancy. I mean, I have a cell phone and I'm talking. I barely even show myself, I want to. I just feel like I'm uncomfortable talking on the camera, but I got to get better at that. I love the angle of this car right now. Doesn't it look good? I think that's a nice angle. I parked here on purpose because I have the yellow seat belts and the yellow pole. I should buckle the front seat belt so you can see the yellow with the pole. Oh, and I want to give a shout out to a channel, Will Motivation. He's got like 324,000 subs. He's a cool guy. He seems like he's the type of guy who just wants to help people, because he said to me, film a little video just telling your story and send it to me, and I'll feature you on the channel. So that's pretty cool. So I want to do the same for him. If he wants to film something, I'll put it on the channel. But just shout out to him. Check him out, guys. Will Motivation. He's got a bunch of crazy cars, but he's got a really nice 911 too. I just saw a picture on Instagram. I think he just did some stuff to it. It's clean. It is really clean. But shout out to him. I'm going to film another video, send it to him. Okay, guys, so for the car, we started off with the base, well, not the base, but Carrera S. But the reason I bought this car was I follow Alexander DePuter on YouTube, and he works at the West Palm Beach Porsche dealership. Well, I watch his videos all the time. I never saw this car on his channel, but I knew of him and I knew where he worked. So I said to my son, when we were looking at cars, I was like, there's so many more Porsches on the east coast of Florida and not the west coast. I said we should go over there and just like go from dealership to dealership, Champion Porsche and all those Porsche dealerships over there. So we drove over there one day, and we're going from dealership to dealership, and we go into his, and I didn't even ask for him. I just heard him talking, and I'm like, I recognize his voice. I'm like, man, that's Alexander DePuter. I think of him like he's a celebrity because I watch his YouTube channel. So he's like, let's show you what we got. So we went up in the garage. They had all kinds of cool cars. They really did have a lot that day. They had a lot. I want to say it was right after COVID, but they had a lot of cars. And I saw this sitting there, black, and I knew the yellow calipers were the ceramics. And I knew that you don't see them that often on a Carrera. And I saw the yellow seat belts, and I'm like, ooh, whoever spec'd this car did a good job. It was just stock, And they had the Sport Tech seat, which I like. It gives it kind of that classic, a little classic look, kind of. So I was like, that letter you see in the back of my car, that's the payoff for the Volvo. I'm gonna pay this Volvo off and sell it. But so I'm like, I think I'm gonna get it. So I buy this car. I had a Land Rover Discovery. I go through these phases where I'm like, I'm gonna drive a regular car, and then I go back to before that I had an M5. So I traded the M5, got the Discovery. Drove the Discovery, traded the Discovery, got the Porsche. So now I'm a Porsche fan for life. I don't think honestly, I just want to have, my dream is to have just tons of Porsches. I wish I could have a building somewhere, or a warehouse or car condo just full of Porsches. That's like my fantasy. But no, so I get the car. I already knew what I wanted to do with it. I didn't know about the wheels. I was gonna go with the Anarchy wheels. They're not as techy looking as these. They're like a little more straight. The Y's on the wheels, see, like there's Y, like a Y, the letter. They're more straight, where these have like a slight angle to them. But I went with these. These are AL13 wheels. So I want to say the wheels and tires, no joke, I want to say they were like 15 grand. They were not cheap. They're 21s in the front and they're 22s in the rear. So those are the wheels. In the rear, they're 335, 25, 22s. And in the front, I want to say they're 225s. Can't see it with the angle that it's at, but yeah, they're 255s, 30, 21 in the front. So I did that. Then the next thing I did was I ordered the wheels from Wheels Boutique. David Nussbaum, check him out. He's got his own shop now, I think, or he's working on cars. Nussbaum Auto House. So I ordered the wheels and tires. He shipped them to me. Then I got all the tech art pieces. And I worked with SRQ Motorsports in Sarasota. And I got the tech art pieces. I got the front lip. I got the side skirts. I got the rear diffuser. No wing. I didn't do the wing. That's just the wing sitting up, the stock wing. And put all the pieces on, painted them. And then we lowered it. We used the KW lowering kit. It was the more expensive one that comes with, I think, with the module and everything. I want to say that was like 7 grand. These tech art pieces are not cheap either. To be dead honest, all in, probably like an additional 25 or 30,000. Because I also got the tech art front axle lift, which isn't working, but I'm going to get that fixed. I had an appointment to take it today, but I got to keep my hustle going, so I had to cancel the appointment. See, I want to get these things done. It's just that I'm just so obsessed with the actual process of grinding and getting the funds to do these things that I don't ever stop to like keep these things nice. And then the other thing I did was I did Soul Performance exhaust and headers, and the Cat Delete and a Stage 2 tune with my buddy Andre with DME Tuning. Check them out. But yeah, so that's pretty much the car in a nutshell. What do you guys think? It's a Carrera S, but I tried to make it look like a GT3 Touring. So I want to get another 911. Okay, I don't have the money to get it. I'm hoping the quantum stocks take off so much that I could afford to get one. But what I want is, I wanted to do another Carrera S or Carrera 4S and do it Gulf Blue with 522M wheels, and I want to do a pink ring around the nut, the lug, center nut, if I can get a center lug or center lock. But it's getting kind of complicated getting all the parts and pieces with the center lock. It's kind of overkill, you know, with the Carrera S. So last night I was actually looking at 991.2 GT3 Tourings, and I gotta say, man, they are just, there's just something about the front of those. They might be one of my favorite Porsches. I didn't really look at them real long and hard. I used to think I wanted a GT3 RS 991.1 or 2, but I wanted to take the wing off, so I had that like ducktail kind of look. But I was looking at the Touring, and I was thinking, man, lowered with some like BBS wheels with a little bit bigger tires, that thing could be amazing. So that's big money though. They're like in the twos. They're in the 200,000s. So I don't know if that's happening anytime soon, but hey, you can dream, right? Got to dream big. Let me know what you guys think about the car. I'm trying some different strategies on YouTube to get views. So what I'm doing is I'm going on YouTube and I'm just looking at the names of videos that were really popular. Like if the video, oh, you guys want to know what my favorite part of a 911 is? And I like on the 2025, they made it more prominent. See the two lines right there on the front? If you look at the older 911s, they had like a little bit deeper cutout. And I love the way that looks actually. And they have that on the new 2025. It looks like a little bit more of a deeper cutout, the lines. It really does. But what in the world was I just saying? I forget. So what do you guys think? Let me know. Oh, I was saying that I'm finding videos that are popular and then I'm just naming the title similar. Like I saw one that said amazing, like in caps locks. Tech Art Modified Porsche. So then I just named the same thing because it is Tech Art Modified Porsche. So we'll see what happens, see if it takes off. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you guys. Subscribe to the channel and I'll see you on the next one.